Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Mr. King, Superintendent of the Acton-Agua Unified School District. Just reaching out to you this evening with a couple messages that I want to just share with you. First of all, just a thank you to our teachers. We got some great things happening at the elementary school using flip grids and YouTube. You can access those things online on the website for Meadowlark. At the middle school level, they're using Zoom videos to demonstrate inspirational quotes to students and share those quotes through that format. And at the high school, same kinds of things, just encouraging students to connect, to check in online and to get their lessons. Just doing a great job reaching out, and truly appreciate all the effort being made by our teachers at this time. I think back to 1982. I've been receiving letters, emails from a few of our students and a few parents. I want to thank our seniors. They are articulate, respectful, and courteous. The ones that communicate with me just do a fabulous job. So thank you to those seniors that have reached out to me. I really appreciate you, and we had some good back and forth, dialogue, both sharing sentiments that this is kind of unprecedented. I've never lived through it, going back to 1982 again. That's when I graduated, and I can't imagine what it must feel like to have folks tell you that your graduation is not going to look the same as you were expecting it to, or your prom, or your grad night, and so on and so forth. So I want to tell you that a couple things. One is Mr. Brockway has my full support to do whatever we need to do to make those experiences valuable and memorable for you. Whether that means postponing, whether that means thinking outside the box and different venues, different ideas, doing something on a weekend that's normally on a weeknight, whatever it takes. We're here for you. I will support Mr. Brockway 100% with making these things happen for you. The other thing I want to share with you is that we are all Mustangs. For the past 2 years, we've done something called the Senior Walk, where our seniors walk through the halls of the elementary school. Teachers and secretaries and students get to watch them walk in their cap and gown the day before graduation and high-five and congratulate them. So how do we get to do that in this environment? And it's been a great tradition, and I've been hearing from staff and from parents that they want to continue this and want to know how it's going to happen this year. We will figure that out as well. There's got to be a way to think outside the box and be creative and make these things happen for our students. We owe that to them. And again, I say we're all Mustangs because there's a 5-year-old kindergarten student or a 2nd grade and 7-year-old student who is going to be someday the class of 2030 or 2032 or 2028, and we want to recognize that in all of us, especially in this time and in a small school district, that we are all Mustangs and we support each other and we're here for each other. So we'll make that happen. Last thing I want to share with you is that spring break is coming up a week from today. It starts Friday afternoon, if you will, and I encourage you students to really take a break. And you've been working so hard, many of you that I've been speaking to, working even harder than you might otherwise had you not been in this predicament. And it's important to take breaks during your regular day, schedule those things in, but especially on spring break, think about the hobbies, socializing, sitting down for dinner with your parents and siblings, and really taking some time for yourself during that spring break. I'm going to be starting something else called Superintendent's Fitness Club, where I'm going to put together maybe a 7-10-minute video on just some easy things to do to take a fitness break during the day, and I'll share that with you next week, and feel free to join in on that with me. There'll be a couple incentives with that, so stay tuned for that. Wishing everybody the best. Stay happy, stay healthy. On behalf of our Board of Education, Board President Mr. Falsgraf, Vice President Ms. Jensen, Mr. Jorgensen Clerk, immediate past President Mr. Fox, and our trustee Mr. Roque, all wishing you the very best, and have a good evening. Thank you so much.